know that the chairman and myself, we would ask especially, one thing we can ask is that when there's a storm that's coming, we can ask actually right away what is the predicted volume of rainfall. No? What happens is actually based on the metering, then we'll find out on the time that it's raining, the amount of rainfall. And then as a layperson, when they say, when the volume of rainfall is 100 plus millimeters in an hour's time, then you can expect already flooding. And so if you have 110 or millimeters in 4 hours time, then that would be really a terrible situation. My own impression of these things is that in their system, which was based on a study, was that there's a series of reports that will be made. But our own experience is that when these things happen, the lead time does not give, even assuming that in their basis of their procedures, that automatically the local government knows exactly the data and is aware of the implication of data. My own impression is that within an hour's time, everybody will just have to do what they have to do given an hour's time. And then,
Mr. Chairman, sorry to interrupt. Mr. Chairman, I don't want to prolong my interpellation. I just would like at this point to already make a motion that we realign the budget of the MMDA so that we can put more funds into not only their flood control system, but also their flood early warning system, their flood detection system, and the early warning system would incorporate all the technology that we would need, including interacting with the LGUs and the other agencies of the government, such as the NDCC, the OCD, the Philippine Navy, the Philippine Coast Guard, the Philippine National Police, everybody who would be needed for such a contingency on the assumption that in the next few years there's nothing we can do to prevent, to stop the water from coming in. What we can do is have an early warning system, be able to anticipate, and be able to react so that we can minimize the damage to human beings, the damage to property, Mr. Chairman, and probably the MMDA can go back to the drawing board and resubmit the budget, because right now, look at the budget did not even mention. Apparently this was prepared. And understandably, I'm not blaming you. This was prepared before this big flood, and I think we can all assume that something like this can happen maybe next week, maybe 10 years from now, maybe 20 years from now, or maybe never. But we have to have that detection, that early warning system that should be incorporated as part of the responsibility of the MMDA, being the flood control agency of Metro Manila. That is my motion, Mr. Chairman, and probably at the proper time the committee can act on that motion. I'd like to reiterate, the MMDA should reformulate their budget to provide more funds for the flood control system. Thank you very much.
I'd like to second, Mr. Chairman, I'd like to second the motion of the Honorable Congressman Golez. I think it's a good move, Mr. Chairman.
But the Chair is also in agreement with the proposal. Definitely we would have to tweak the budget of the MMDA, taking into consideration recent events. If this budget was prepared prior to what happened a few days ago, I do not think that this is responsive to what we experienced. So there's a motion and it was seconded.
Can I have a few questions, Mr. Chairman?
Just for purpose of order, maybe inform the body that we will be following an order of questions to be based on the order that was given to us by the committee secretary. So after the Honorable Golez, it will be the Honorable Magatsing to be followed by the Honorable Montemayor, and then the Honorable Gunigundo, and then the Honorable Sansita. The Honorable Magatsing has a question.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'll be very brief, Mr. Chairman. Although there are lessons to be learned from the recent disaster, let me move forward, Mr. Chairman. Right now, everybody can see piles of garbage